the world's #1 podcasting platform for African stories.
Hello and welcome to Afripods.Africa. Today I will show you how to view your podcast statistics on the Afripods platform. Our dashboard offers the best statistics page in the industry because it has elements that are not available on any other platforms. Select Login Register. Next, put in your login details and click Login. To begin, you will click Statistics at the top. The first thing you will see is the overview of your podcast statistics. If you have more than one podcast on your account, you'll be able to click the drop-down button here and choose the podcast for which you would like to see the download history. The statistics we see here is the number of downloads in the last day, which means the last 24 hours, the last 7 days, the last 30 days, and all-time downloads. For the next section, you're able to select the time period for which you would like the statistics for. However, the default setting is on all time. Here, you will see an interactive graph where you can adjust the slider at the bottom to get the time period you want, and you will be able to see the downloads of your podcast. The visual representation allows you to see the spikes on certain dates. That way, you'll be able to know when you've had a popular episode based on the number of downloads it had in a particular day. The summary provided here with the blocks is for all episodes. You can see the total number of downloads, the podcast followers gained, the percentage change in comparison to the past 2 weeks, and the number of episode likes. If you want to focus on the performance of a particular episode, click the drop-down here and select the episode you want. The summary provided will change accordingly. You are also able to download this information by clicking Export, and this will download in CSV format to your computer. Next, we will look at the top downloaded episodes. Here you'll be able to view your top 10 episodes based on the number of downloads. As you can see, this is the episode name and the downloads next to it. You can also export this information as a CSV spreadsheet. Next, we have a geographical distribution of downloads represented in the form of a beautiful map. Because we're building the largest library of African audio stories on the planet, we are intentional on ensuring that we have the statistics for Africa first. Therefore, here you will see your download statistics in Africa as a whole, and then it's broken down into the individual countries as you scroll down here. If you'd like to see your download history in other regions, click the region and you'll be able to see the breakdown. For example, if we click Europe, you'll see your statistics for Europe as a whole and the breakdown here. We are able to show you statistics for the entire world based on the continents for Africa, Asia, Europe, Oceania, and other locations, which includes North America and South America. This element in our statistics is very unique as we considered the African podcaster when building it. You can also export this information as a CSV spreadsheet. Next, we have source distribution of downloads. We understand that your podcast is most likely distributed to other platforms as well, and it is important to have a view of where you're getting your downloads from. You will therefore be able to see a breakdown of all the distribution platforms where your podcast is available and getting downloads, including Afripods web and mobile, Spotify, Google Podcasts, and many others, which are currently represented under RSS. This information can also be exported as a CSV spreadsheet. Next, we have a heat map which provides a visual summary of your downloads. Red indicates a high number of downloads, while yellow is a relatively low number. If you use the slider, you can analyze when you get your highest downloads in terms of time and day, as well as when you get your lowest downloads, again in terms of time and day. This will put you in a better position to learn about your listeners and be able to determine what time and day of the week is best to release an episode, because that is when you'll get the best performance. Last but not least, we have an interactive bar graph that shows you the daily listeners. If you use a slider at the bottom, you can zoom in and out to a particular time period that you want to analyze. That is the end of the statistics tour. I hope I've been able to encourage you to make use of all functionalities on the Afripods platform to help you become a successful podcaster and make the process enjoyable, because together we will amplify Africa.